Hello, my name is Craig Bergland. I'm presiding bishop of the Universal Anglican Church and rector of Love of God Cathedral here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We had some technical difficulties with our sermons the past 2 weeks, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk with you a little bit about the Universal Anglican Church in general and Love of God Cathedral in particular. The Universal Anglican Church is a denomination that will be celebrating our 6th anniversary this August. And we were formed initially to come up with an answer to the question, what would a church look like, that started with the core of the basic Anglican spirituality that 4 of our 5 co-founders were so familiar with, and was blended with a couple of different things. A call, first of all, to radical inclusivity. A call, second of all, to social justice. And a call, third of all, to the notion that this would be a church where everybody, and we mean everybody, was truly welcome to live fully and serve fully in all areas of the church. Has that experiment worked? Well, over the past 5.5 years, we've seen steady growth. But more importantly, we've seen ministries that have changed lives begin and flourish in all different parts of this country. The truth is, we're mostly located in the center third of the United States, but we also have representatives on both the East and the West Coast. Here in Milwaukee, our cathedral parish is Love of God Cathedral. We call it our cathedral parish not because of its size, it is a relatively modest space, but we call it because traditionally the church in which the bishop resided was called the cathedral. And so we continue that tradition here. In fact, we continue several traditions here, but we continue them hopefully in a way that makes them accessible to all people. We share our space here at Love of God Cathedral with a venture called the Spirituality Center. And so in the corner of our space behind where the camera is, there's an interfaith meditation corner. We also host a number of groups here at the cathedral during the week. One of the ones we're most proud of is our Amicus group that meets on Thursday nights. We also offer classes that offer folks an opportunity to learn meditation. Meditation is a word that for some people becomes really, really frightening. And we have this vision, particularly if you're my age or older, of some things that went on in the 70s, some of which were good and some of which were questionable at best. But the truth is, meditation and contemplative prayer are really interchangeable concepts. And the truth is that within the Christian tradition, meditation and contemplative prayer both go back a very, very long way. And from our perspective, prayer is the heart of the spiritual experience. And the meditation we teach here is applicable no matter what your particular spiritual journey might be. We, of course, also offer worship services on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock. And we offer a healing service on Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. We invite you to stop in and join either of those services. We try to be very welcoming and accommodating to newcomers. We'll explain things to you, and know that when you're here, it isn't possible to make a mistake. Worship is the work of the people, and it evolves just the way it's supposed to, even when the way it evolves doesn't quite fit in with someone's notion of perfection. We're also here at Love of God involved in the local community. We're pleased this year to be taking on a fuller load and role at this year's Pride Fest in Milwaukee, the premier Pride Fest in the Midwest. We'll be there with a booth in the wellness area, offering individual commitment ceremonies. We'll also participate in what used to be known as the Mass Commitment Ceremony. We moved into a leadership role in that particular event, and we'll be calling it a celebration of relationships. And we'll be looking at blessing relationships at all different stages of growth. In this and many other ways, Love of God Cathedral is here in the Milwaukee community to serve people. And we're here to serve you, most especially if you have felt in the past or at present estranged from the church. You don't have to be a church person to be here. In fact, many of us here have rejected the church as the institutional church presents it, and sought to develop something that's much more welcoming, that's much more affirming and much more in line with what we feel to be God's primary call to each one of us, to love God and to love our neighbors as ourselves. And we're here to say, everyone is our neighbor. I wish you peace, I wish you happiness, I wish you God's blessings, and I hope to see you here soon at Love of God Cathedral at 9633 West Greenfield Avenue in West Dallas. We look forward to seeing you.